इस 400 रुपये की डिजिटल स्केल ने मेरी हेल्प करी इतना वेट लूज़ करने में ओवर द स्पैन ऑफ 60 days. No calorie gaps, no fancy diets. And I didn't even realize how powerful it was until now. पहले मुझे लगता था कि मैं सिर्फ 2000 कैलोरीज खा रहा हूँ दिन में बिकॉज मैं ट्रैक नहीं कर रहा था. बट जब मैंने ट्रैक करना चालू किया इट टर्न्ड आउट टू बी 3000 and that's a full extra meal without even noticing. That's where the problem started. I started tracking every bite I ate, not to diet but just to see कि मैं कितना खा रहा हूँ because मेरे को कोई idea नहीं था. So I needed something simple. I wasn't binging, I was just guessing my calories. पर अब टाइम था चीज़ें चेंज करने का. I did not need a calorie tracking app. I needed a system. I needed a system to know what goes inside my stomach. That's when I started tracking my calories on ChatGPT. और ये सब सिर्फ इसलिए ताकि मैं जान सकूं कि मैं एक्चुअली में क्या खा रहा हूँ. I started tracking everything that I ate, just like a voice over note. आज मैंने ये खाया है and then this is what my calories are supposed to be. Of course, it wasn't 100% accurate, but it was more or less in the range and it actually helped me. I did not want the hassle to scan barcodes, to scan the meals, to take pictures of the meals. Sometimes I did because I couldn't estimate calories from a cafe meal or somewhere from outside. For example, meal that I took and I told ChatGPT I am eating this much calories. Dedicated chat window helped me do that. This is like a meal example. So this is the whole day. I tracked everything throughout this and this helped me a lot. At first मेरे को मील्स एस्टिमेट करने में थोड़ा सा टाइम लगता था. I used to think कि मैं मील्स सही से एस्टिमेट नहीं कर पाऊँगा. But after a certain period of time, after 30 days something changed and I could just look at my meals and know that this is the estimated amount of calories this might have, even if it was a cafe meal. That really helped me because at the end of the day I could just tell ChatGPT and this is all I ate and just through a voice note it'll convert it into calorie. And I knew I was in control throughout the whole day. This tiny scale helped me understand what 10 grams of food actually looks like. जैसे dry fruits हो गए, तो 10 grams of badam looks like this, 10 grams of kaju looks like this, 50 grams of banana bread looks like this, 25 grams of brown bread looks like this. These are all the things that I was able to do with the help of this scale. I wasn't just estimating everything. Though मैंने बाहर का खाना नहीं छोड़ा था, but I was still tracking everything that I ate outside as well. I would describe the depth of the pizza, the thickness of the crust and the size of the pizza, like 9 inches, 10 inches, whatever. I did not stop eating outside, but I started balancing everything that I was doing. It's not just about tracking everything that you eat. मैं बाहर गया, मैंने ट्रैवल किया 3 दिन. But in those 3 days, I was able to at least know how much I had. And उसकी वजह से I knew कि मेरे को कितने steps चलने पड़ेंगे या फिर मुझे कितना एक्स्ट्रा कार्डियो करना पड़ेगा to at least balance that out. पर जब मैंने ट्रैवल भी किया तो मैंने इस चीज़ का ध्यान रखा बिकॉज आई न्यू कि ट्रैवल करते हो तो आप बहुत सारा कचरा भी खाते हो एंड इट्स इनएविटेबल. बट टू हैव दैट डिसिप्लिन आई वॉक्ड 20,000 steps all 3 of those days. And that was the biggest win for me. That's why I started to track everything that I ate throughout the day. Here's where it got real. जब मैं जिम फास्टेड जा रहा था सुबह सुबह, just having a black coffee and nothing to eat with it, I was not able to lift even 70% of my older lifts. My older lifts as in my PR lifts. Like for a chest press, I would say if that was 50 kgs, that came down to about 40 kgs. And I couldn't lift 40 even properly with good form. But after a certain point of time, I realized that मेरे लिए जिम का टाइम इवनिंग में बेस्ट इसलिए था क्योंकि मैं अपनी बॉडी में फ्यूल डाल कर जा रहा था. Even I was able to perform much better at the gym. I was back at going to the gym in the evening and happily performed 1.3 even to 1.4 to 1.5 times my previous lifts. I stopped labeling food as good or bad. It was just data. Some days I went over, some days I was below that. Some days बहुत ही huge deficit, some days not even little. But I learned balance because whatever you do, weight loss is only about 2 things. Calories in should be lesser than calories out, and that's what I did. मैंने अपना deficit maintain रखा, and that's how I was able to lose 6.5 to 7 kgs in the span of 60 days. And that's a big win for me after all of this time. And it's not just about रिड्यूसिंग माई वेट, बट मैंने उस वेट के साथ साथ मसल बिल्डिंग पर भी ध्यान रखा टू इंक्रीज माई प्रोटीन every day so that I retain all the muscle. At the end of it all, consistency is what mattered the most. It's not about not eating outside. अगर आप बाहर भी खा रहे हो तो you need to track everything that you're eating. Not necessarily track everything, but at least be mindful about what you eat. And ऐसा नहीं है कि मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा बाहर का खाना खाया, but I was still able to eat outside and not feel guilty about it. That's the biggest problem that we all face. I didn't go keto. I didn't fast. I didn't do intermittent fasting. None of that. You don't have to do this forever. Just start. At least try for 3 days. ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आप कोई कैलोरी ट्रैकिंग ऐप यूज़ करो. If you are comfortable with it, use WhatsApp. Write it in your notebook. Use ChatGPT like I did. And if you are comfortable with a calorie tracking app, of course you can use that too. Measure your food as much as you possibly can because it helps. It helps you to understand that how off your guesses actually are. And that's what I realized. And then once you see that, you stick to it. This is just one part of the story. Tracking everything that you eat. You still need to move your body. You still need to work out. This still didn't make me perfect. मैंने बहुत टाइम ट्रायल एंड एरर के बाद ये सब चीज़ें सीखी. एंड अगर आपने ऐसी कोई चीज़ पहले भी करी हुई है तो tell me down in the comments how was it. Even for 3 days, 5 days or 7 days. Tell me how it went. And if you haven't done something like this, do it for 3 days, come back and tell me how was it. And this was one of the first long-term habits that I've actually built. Track it, learn it, and then change from it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.